Onto the Israel-Palestine conflict. 52 people were arrested after protesters blocked I-5 South this morning in Eugene. The protest started at 10 o'clock and lasted for roughly 45 minutes. Aaron Ariano was there and captured the drama.
Oregon State troopers say that it took about 43 minutes, a coordinated effort between all the local law enforcement agencies here in Lane County to remove pro-Palestinian protesters from blocking the I-5 freeway.
This was the scene Monday morning. Dozens of protesters waving Palestinian flags linked arm in arm, stretching across the entire Interstate 5 freeway, blocking traffic for approximately 45 minutes. Reports came in a little after 10 o'clock of cars intentionally blocking the Interstate 5 South freeway just before the 105 freeway by the Harlow Road Bridge.
Well, when coming over the bridge, I actually thought it might have been an accident and stopped to see if I could help. But come to find out, after stopping and checking it out, I saw flags flying and people chanting, so wanted to stop by. I was very curious.
Then protesters walking from the nearby Walmart under the bridge and onto the freeway. They shouted pro-Palestinian chants as more protesters chanted from the Harlow Road Bridge.
Oh, I'm shocked. I would have never imagined to wake up today and having been able to see something like this. This is crazy.
This protester telling us the goal to disrupt the economy and show solidarity for Palestine, despite blocking hundreds of vehicles here on Interstate 5 in Eugene.
Our goal isn't to punish the public that's happens to be stuck, but often people in Palestine have to wait upwards of 3 hours to get through military checkpoints. And, that's in their...
For almost an hour, traffic on Interstate 5 South backed up as far as the eye can see. The response from law enforcement was massive. Oregon State troopers, Springfield police, and even Lane County sheriffs. Eugene police dressed head to toe in riot gear. As the protesters continued to shout, police began coordinating and planning to take each protester into custody. Oregon State troopers say despite numerous orders to disperse, the protesters persisted. By around 11 o'clock, protesters began getting detained by police, one by one. Though we saw no obvious signs of resistance, it took a few tugs from police to take protesters into custody. One by one, they were being walked off, hands behind their backs, zip-tied. Then, as more and more protesters surrendered, the line of demonstrators huddled together and made their way off the freeway. Police following them closely to the adjacent bike path where the protesters became surrounded. As the freeway began slowly opening up, law enforcement continued to take protesters into custody without incident, loading them up in police transport vans. No injuries have been reported, but Oregon State troopers say at least one individual was in possession of a firearm. By noon, the number of protesters dwindled.
Right here along this bike path adjacent to the South I-5 freeway, you can see what is left of the protesters, down to about 6 of them.
Oregon State police troopers are now investigating the incident, saying it was highly coordinated. They tell our team about seeing rumors online about a possible protest event on or around tax day. One trooper telling us they saw people gathering at the nearby Walmart just before the protest took place. And this digital flyer sent to our newsroom appearing to call others to action. It reads, "Eugene, join us. Palestine needs you. The I-5 is shut down by local liberation fighters. No business as usual during genocide." It's unclear at this time if this post was issued by organizers of the protest, law enforcement officers towing cars off their shoulders as the last of the protesters were detained and hauled off to jail. Oregon State Police say future comments will be limited due to the ongoing criminal investigation.